I am up at 3:33 in the morning praying to God about my safety in my work environment. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And the thing is my work environment is also where I live. I live at the same property that I work at, and I do not feel safe. Not just in the place and space that I live, not just the area, but also in the actual work environment itself. I do not feel safe. I feel like if I say or do anything that is against whatever is actually going on in the office right now, as far as the two people that work in there, that were working there before I got there, it is a bunch of craziness, a bunch of chaos. Um, my supervisor is not the best person to work with. She is very, everything is a lie. Everything she says is a lie. I do not know, I can't say that I've ever been in a place where a person just lies for no reason. And this is a work environment. And the thing is she's very praised for her job. And I don't think that she does a bad job. It is just everything that she does is a lie. It's to cover up something else and to make everything look good. But if you go beneath the surface, files are messed up, information is missing. It's just very chaotic. It's very chaotic. And this most recent thing has to do with me. My supervisor is going into my timesheet and changing my times. My coworker, she can come and go as she pleases. She'll come in, supposed to come to work at 9 o'clock, 9:17, 9:15, 9:40. She goes to lunch at least an hour and a half. At the minimum, she's gone an hour and a half. But I always make sure that I go at the same time. I come back at the same time. Majority of the time I try to, unless she's come up with something where she needs to leave the office, um, or both of them need to leave the office for some reason, and then I'm sitting around waiting to go to lunch or what have you. It's just it's a chaotic place, and I feel like if I say anything, if I do anything, that is going to be, one, my livelihood, and two, the place where I lay my head. So I do not feel safe in the work environment that I am in. And it is tripping me out that I am up at 3 o'clock in the morning talking to God about it, one, and two, recording something about it, because it is just, oh, it is heartbreaking that you cannot just go do what you're supposed to do and leave and live your life. I don't understand it. I don't understand being so caught up in somebody else's life that it's become a thing for you. Like there's not enough going on in your personal life. And mind you, both my supervisor and my coworker have families. Both of them have families with two or more children. Not to mention all of the financial bullshit that's going on behind the scenes, as far as there's been a lot of stuff that was fixed in the last week. So I'm sure again that that has to do with them making sure that if I report anything, everything looks good on their end financially. But yeah, it's just a lot going on. And as much as I try to document and make sure that I am doing my job as the best of my ability, I've also been put into a position where I've never done anything like this before ever in my life. And uh yeah, I've not been trained at all. Not trained at all. um was told that this was a promotion from the receptionist office manager position I was working in previously for the same company, um, but was transferred, quote unquote promoted. They said that I was promoted to assistant property manager for the property that I actually live at, since we manage this property. And I was told that the raise that I got was 75 cents, but the incentive or the raise was, I will be making commissions off of the move-ins that I will be getting. And mind you, again, I've never done anything in this position before. I've had no training, and I am thrown into not only doing a job that is above the position of a leasing agent, but never being trained to be a leasing agent at all, not given any information of how to do any of that, given any training or information of how to, quote unquote, sell the apartment, get the lease, fill out the paperwork, any of that. None of that has happened at all. And I am expected to um, take that as a promotion. And and mind you, I've been doing this for 3 months, and I have not moved in one person in the 3 months that I've been hired. And nobody said anything to me about, a 3 month probationary period or training or anything of that nature. The two mandatory trainings for new employees that I was supposed to get, I was told, I need you to do these. What was it? I was entering in rental payments. So that needed to be done. That was priority over me getting training on how to become a leasing agent. And then I was told that the next month with it, which is this month, which is December, there's no new hire training for this month. So I've been in a position with no training, and just expected to do things that I've never done before, but I'm expected to just, do these things. My supervisor calls out things for me to do, knowing that I've never done anything in this position. She'll call out things for me to do, and as I'm trying to figure out how to do them, she will go ahead and do it herself, and then send an email saying that she did it. Okay, thanks. Now, is there any way for you to show me how to do those things, so when you call them out to me, I can do them? Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's I am up at 3 o'clock in the morning talking about fucking work. When it is disturbing my peace, I have to let it go. Now I understand that God does nothing by accident. Everything happens for a reason. And I know that in every place and space I've ever gone into, I've always been a light bearer. I've always shown light on things that were done in the dark, things that were underhanded, things being done behind the scenes. But now it is affecting my livelihood. And I am not, I am not willing to compromise my life for the sake of other people's comfort. So I gotta figure this out. Because the thing is going to HR is literally a death sentence. Because we all know HR works for the companies, it doesn't work for the employees. And the thing is with the HR that is in my company, they 100% go and tell the person um, that has done the offense. They immediately go and tell the person, and then there's retaliation, but nobody says anything about the retaliation. Nobody says anything about how um, people are yelled at and disrespected and disregarded and all of these just really horrible things that shouldn't be done in the workplace, and they're overlooked. They're overlooked and they are allowed because it's a company full of bullies. And the thing is the people that are being bullies were 100% bullied in their lives. Because I know some of their personal stories, and these people were bullied in their lives, and so they go around their life bullying other people. And specifically, I know specifically the one of the higher ups in the company has bragged about bullying a coworker, has bragged about it like it's okay. How disgusting is that? And this is very much a higher up. This is like high up. And you brag about that? You think that's a good thing? You're okay with bullying your subordinate? But if this subordinate were to go in and, make a complaint to HR is going to go directly to the person that was being the bully, and then there's going to be retaliation there. Or they just, if it's not something that they like, they'll just move you. They'll put you somewhere else. In the company, yes, but they'll put you somewhere else because you're causing. Uh, I was told there were different attitudes in the building, and therefore I needed to be um, quote unquote promoted. So I was placed somewhere else. But yeah, there's a lot going on, and I see it, I feel it. I'm very much aware of it. And I'm not 100% sure on how I am going to proceed. Um, Currently looking for another job, yes, but going from one frying pan to another is just, the thought of that is exhausting. So I am going to figure this out. I am going to figure this out.